What does it mean to you to be a Cleveland Heights Tiger?
To me, to be a Cleveland Heights Tiger, it means everything, really. I mean, Cleveland Heights made me who I am now, because freshman year I was like 6'5", 365 pounds, almost all fat, and like wasn't really good at football at all. And then when I entered this program and stuff, like now I'm where I'm at now, got scholarship offers and stuff. So I mean, I think it made me who I am now.
How much has Coach Rodsky had an effect on you?
Oh, he had a tremendous effect. When I was down and out, he was always there for me. He's always been there for me. He's been developing me, gave me a shot my sophomore year to play varsity, and just started developing me from the get-go.
How important is this season to your team?
This season to our team is very, very important, because this is the first time I think that Cleveland Heights has ever been in the playoffs, and like we want to make history. We've already been making history, and we just want to make more history and be in the history books for winning something great.
This week against Maple Heights, how big is this game?
Oh, this is the biggest game of my life, hands down, biggest game of my life. It's also a rivalry game because of some stuff that happened a couple years ago about an ineligible player and stuff. That was my sophomore year, and it's a big rivalry right now, and like this is the biggest game of my life. So it's the best team I guess we're gonna face all season, because they're undefeated also. So it's the biggest game.
How bad do you want them?
I want it bad. I want it bad.
How do you think you match up against them?
I think we're going to match up very well, very, very well. They think that they're going to come in and beat us, but they're going to have a real battle.
So what's going to be key to victory?
Key to victory is keep your heart, keep your head, and play your hardest.
How much of a testament is it to you and your team's character, all the adversity you guys have gone through with the ineligible player, with Coach Houston getting ill, and then you guys just keep pulling through and now an undefeated season in playoffs?
I think it shows that nothing can stop us. Nobody and nothing.
Put you on the spot. Give me a prediction for the game.
I predict that, I don't know what the score is going to be, but we're definitely going to win.
Terrence, what does it mean to be part of the Cleveland Heights football team?
It means you got to work hard. You want to stay on the football team. It's like we don't mess around. Like we get down to business. We follow Coach Rodsky. Coach Rodsky, he's done it before, so we just trying to get where he has been. He's trying to take us there. Playing football for Heights is more than just football. It's a job. We do a lot of work in the off season. A lot of work around the community. A lot of work with little kids. It's just a job, basically. Yeah.
How much pride do you take in it?
It's a lot of pride, especially now that we're actually winning. Before, last year, seasons before that, everybody, like, you brought up Heights football, you basically get laughed at, but now we earning some respect by these wins. We're trying to earn more respect with this win this week.
How much of a testament to your character is it, some of the adversity you guys have gone through with a couple years ago with OSHA coming in, and this year with one of your coaches taken ill?
Yeah, man, that was hard. I mean, but our coach Houston, before he got the stroke and stuff, he might be the single most coach that got us right here, got us ready to play past all the adversity. Because when he came in the off season, he changed a lot of stuff. Before he came, we was really undisciplined. We doing whatever in practice, messing around, playing around. He really got us together. And when he had a stroke, it was real hard. But we fought through. We was ready to play for him. We come in the rest of the season to him. Hopefully he'll be back by the time we finish the season. Hopefully he stays or something. I think he have enough time.
How big is this game against Maple Heights?
Huge. They got us up. They ruined our playoffs berth 2 years ago. That would have been the first time we ever made it to the playoffs. They ruined that. They embarrassed us last year when we had the opportunity to play on TV. So yeah, it's real big. We're trying to get some payback. We're about to get the band back this year. Definitely. We won the LEO championship in our gym.
And how big is a playoff berth in the back of your minds?
Back in the minds, this is more than a berth. I'm trying to go as far as possible. I'm happy about the berth, but if we're going to lose in the first rounds, it don't mean that much to me.
How do you match up against Maple Heights, do you think?
We match up really good against Maple. I think we're stronger than them. Probably might be faster than them. And we got a lot of character, got a lot of heart. So it's going to be a real good game.
What's going to be a key to victory?
Key to victory on our behalf is just no stupid penalties, control the ball with the run, keep their offense off the field. We'll be good.
Give me a prediction for the game.
Prediction, Cleveland Heights by 10 points.
First of all, if I knew nothing about Cleveland Heights football, how would you describe the whole experience?
Well, this year has been last 3 years have actually been very bizarre or strange, different experiences. You know, 2 seasons ago, we would have made the state playoffs for the first time, but unfortunately, when we beat Maple Heights on the field, they pulled some cowardly acts and said we had an illegal player, which we didn't. But unfortunately, we had to forfeit games, and so that was disappointing because it would have been the first time in the history of the school to make the playoffs. Last year, we thought we had a pretty good team. Unfortunately, we lost about 9 or 10 kids with injuries for the season, and it's no excuse. It was God's way, and you know, it was very challenging. And but we needed to come back. And this year, I think we have a team of a great blend of seniors, juniors, sophomores, with many contributing. That they wanted this very, very badly and worked very, very hard towards this. So I like our team chemistry. I like how things are going, and I think we've gotten progressively better each week. And I think this time of year you got to be healthy. And so, by the grace of God, we're moderately healthy.
You touched on the playoffs, being undefeated, playoffs right on the cusp. How important is that to your team?
Well, I think it's huge. I mean, I think, you know, when our coach got ill, you know, I think our kids started to realize we're playing for something more than just themselves and more than just our team. There's a lot of people affected right now in a very positive way by what's going on in the football field. I mean, last week I haven't seen the Cleveland Heights crowd like we've had, and they had parades, and I mean, it was crazy, but it was great. Give them something to latch on to, give them something. And our kids deserve to be celebrated. Our kids, you know, they've worked hard, and you know, before the season, nobody had us ranked, nobody had us even alive. And, you know, as of last week, I guess we were 13th or 14th in the state, and I'm not sure how good we are yet, but I know this. I know I'll go to battle with my kids anytime, anywhere.
How much of a testament is to your kids the adversity they've gone through with the OSHA problem a few years ago, with Coach Houston taking ill, and them performing as well as they have?
You know, the greatest thing about it is all those kids that played on that team, you know, I think, and even beyond, I mean, they're texting me like crazy, just want to be a part of. Barry Cofield, who plays for the Redskins, I mean, just jazzed up that we're going. I mean, I think he wants to be on the sidelines Friday night. I don't know if he's going to be, but I know he wants to be. He was mad that our playoff games are on Saturday. But, you know, I think it tells just a lot about what we've been trying to build. I mean, this is much more than football now. I mean, this is about kids. Sometimes you're going to get knocked down your rear end. It's how you get up and how you respond. And I think our kids have learned to respond right now. And you know, I mean, that's just how I want our kids to have better opportunities than maybe they were afforded in some respects. And for a lot of the kids that don't have dads, I mean, I want them to be better sons. I want them to learn to be great fathers. I want them to learn to be great brothers. I want them within our own team, but then at home as well. That's what this is. And as we've developed better kids, we've become a better football team. That's, I think, the key.
How big is this game against Maple Heights?
For who?
Anybody.
It is my offense coordinator, Joe Clear, man, who's been with me for 15 years, made a comment that before the season started, you could have drawn a script up for our dream at any rate, you know, that we'd be undefeated, have already clinched a playoff spot for the first time in the history of the school, and get to go back to Maple Heights with them undefeated, on a 23-game win streak, a terrific team. I'd just say I don't wake up at 3, 4 in the morning very often, but I've been waking up at 3, 4 in the morning these days.
Is that a good thing?
It's a good thing when you're excited, when you can't wait till it turns 7 o'clock, I guess, you know, and you can't wait till what you got to do that day and to come here and do the things we got to do. It's a good thing.
With what you touched on about the OSHA incident a few years ago and just the rivalry between Maple Heights, how bad do your boys want Maple Heights?
All I can say is there will be no talking from my boys. Two things they'll talk with, my hope. They'll talk with their shoulder pads, and they'll talk with the scoreboard. That's what I hope we'll see. How
do you think you match up against Maple Heights?
Yeah, they're a very good football team. They're fast, they're aggressive. But like I said, I'm at a point now with our kids and with this football team where I don't fear anybody. I don't know how good we are, but I don't fear playing anybody. And I think we've shown over the last 4 weeks, that weather doesn't really matter. You know, we can line up in the eye and run the football, which I think is critical. They run it very well also. But if we can line up and run the football, I think in October, November, you can win football games. And if teams want to press the box, I think we showed against Warren Harding, we'll fling it too. So I'm excited for the match. It's going to be a good football game, no doubt about it. But I like our chances going back to a house that I'm very familiar with.
What's going to be key to victory?
I think the more physical team and the team that doesn't turn the ball over. We can hang on the football and do our thing. And I think also the thing is, we got to limit their big plays. They've got a quarterback. He's a hell of a runner. And if we can take care of him, and limit and make them throw the ball times when they don't really want to throw the ball, I think that's going to be really important. I think offensively, we need big plays. Although I don't mind lining up and be able to run 10, 12 play drives and run the ball, that's what we've been doing lately. But we've been fortunate to break some too, and so. But I think whoever controls the line of scrimmage, and if we, like it's been in the past, we control the line, we'll break some of these big plays, and got to stop them from doing it. We've got to stop that quarterback.
Coach can put you on the spot. Give me a prediction for the game.
I don't make predictions. All I can tell you is our kids are going to come play very, very hard. We are a very, very, very motivated group of coaches and players. There's no hiding what happened 2 years ago. I mean, I can never get that back. I can't get that back for Emory. I can't get it back for for Javier Stout. I can't get it back for Danny Starks. This is our chance to try and at least ease that a little bit. So, and I can tell you that my Maple Hts kids that played for me will be on my sideline.